Hi everyone, Lovely here. You might remember a while back, almost a year ago actually, Rosie, or Teeny Tinkers as she's known as online, generously sent me one of her teeny tiny dolls. This here is Ahh, or as I've since named her, Wisp. I did her face up the week I got her. I was just so inspired and honestly captivated by her. I hadn't experienced her scale before and something about it was just so mesmerising. I was driven to customise her ASAP. I made her a wig as well and filmed some stuff for that too, so watch this space I guess. You might have seen her sitting in the background of my videos or streams. But anyway, about this face up, it's hands down the smallest one I've ever done. The small size of the head made holding it a little trickier than otherwise. Something I was very aware of was that fine lines wouldn't look as fine on a face up this size. I knew I would have to put a lot more care into making the details look convincing for the scale. Her resin colour is white and it's ever so slightly translucent. I don't know about you, but it almost looks as if she could glow in the dark. She doesn't, but that would be cool, right? I used my usual combo of watercolour pencils, a wet paintbrush and watercolour paints to lay the foundation for the eyes. There's a fair amount of back and forth here since the brush would often soften or even remove some of the line work. Eventually I reached a balance I was happy with though. When I was selecting colours to use for her blushing, I considered leaning into the cool bluish greenish undertones of the white, but in the end I figured using warmer tones would work in my favour. I didn't have a clear plan for what I wanted the face up to look like, so I just played around and made things up as I went along. Even though the paints made things somewhat harsher than otherwise, I knew the pastels would soften up things later. I usually use cotton buds for my face ups, but in this case they were even more valuable than normal. Her eye shape and pouty lips prompted me to give her slightly downturned eyebrows. I wanted her to look a little solemn. I built things up slowly, and I mean slowly. It doesn't look like much is happening here, but you know, I'm making progress eventually. I didn't want to go too intense too soon, and initially was leaning towards a natural look. I eventually came to the realisation though that natural wasn't the best fit. Her size is reminiscent of a pixie or fae creature and her colour adds to that vibe, at least as far as I'm concerned. Rather than making her your stereotypical sparkly pink fairy, I opted for more of a witchy sprite kind of situation. My camera died here and I was too impatient to stop my progress while it charged, so excuse the jump in progress here. Purple lips were a must. Once the purple lips were down as well, things started to fall into place. I leaned into the witchy fae theme, adding white freckles and accents. These are without a doubt my favourite thing about her face-up. I added a white stripe to her lower lip too. It just felt right. I glossed the lips and waterline, and then we're done. Looking close up, you can see the chalkiness of the lines, but I promise they look a lot neater in person. I didn't really show them off very well here, but I blushed and painted her hands too. She has black nails and runes on her fingers. I love my little Wisp girl. I hope you like her too. Thank you so much for watching. It's been Lavily, and I'll catch you again sometime soon.